Every great business begins with an ordinary person facing an extraordinary challenge. For Fred DeLuca, that challenge wasn't building a restaurant empire. It was finding a way to pay for college. In the summer of 1965, Fred was just 17 years old. He lived in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and dreamed of becoming a doctor. Like many teenagers, he had ambition, but very little money. College tuition seemed out of reach. His family couldn't easily afford the cost, and traditional student loans were not as common or accessible as they are today. Most people in his situation would have looked for another part-time job. Fred decided to look for something bigger. He wanted a business, not because he dreamed of becoming wealthy, but because he wanted an opportunity to create his own future. Sometimes, history changes because someone asks a simple question. How can I earn enough money to make my dream possible? Fred's search for that answer would soon lead him to a family friend whose advice would change the course of fast food history. One afternoon, Fred shared his problem with Dr. Peter Buck, a family friend and nuclear physicist. Buck listened carefully. Instead of suggesting another job, he proposed something unexpected. Why don't you open a submarine sandwich shop? At first, the idea sounded impossible. Fred had never owned a restaurant. He had no experience managing employees. He had no knowledge of the food industry. Most importantly, he had almost no money. But Dr. Buck believed that success wasn't determined by experience alone. It was driven by determination. He offered Fred an investment of $1,000, a modest amount even in 1965, but enough to give the young entrepreneur a chance. The agreement was simple. Fred would run the business. Dr. Buck would provide financial support and mentorship. Neither man imagined they were creating one of the largest restaurant chains in history. Their goal was far more modest. Open one successful sandwich shop. Earn enough money to pay for college. That was all. With a borrowed investment, an ambitious teenager, and a simple business idea, the journey officially began. The restaurant would be called Pete's Super Submarines. Neither Fred nor Peter Buck could have known that this tiny sandwich shop would one day serve millions of customers across the globe. But first, they had to convince the people of Bridgeport to buy a sandwich from two first-time entrepreneurs. And that would prove to be far more difficult than either of them expected. On August 28, 1965, the doors of Pete's Super Submarines officially opened in Bridgeport, Connecticut. The restaurant was small. The menu was simple. The budget was limited. Fred DeLuca wore many hats. He greeted customers, prepared sandwiches, baked bread, cleaned tables, washed dishes, balanced the books. There were no large management teams, no marketing departments, no national advertising, only a determined teenager chasing a dream. The restaurant specialized in freshly made submarine sandwiches. Unlike many fast food restaurants of the era, every sandwich was prepared in front of the customer. Fresh bread, fresh vegetables, freshly sliced meats. Each order was made to the customer's preference. It was a simple idea, but one that would later become Subway's defining strength. Yet despite the quality of the food, the business struggled. Some days, only a handful of customers walked through the door. Sales were far below expectations. For many entrepreneurs, this would have been the end. But Fred DeLuca refused to give up. Instead of seeing failure, he saw feedback. Every slow day became a lesson. Every customer comment became an opportunity to improve. Most successful companies aren't built on perfect decisions. They're built on constant improvement. Fred listened carefully to every customer. People wanted faster service, better visibility from the street, a cleaner dining area, more sandwich choices. He made changes one by one. The menu expanded. Operations became more efficient. Customer service improved. Gradually, sales began to rise. Dr. Peter Buck encouraged Fred to think beyond a single location. If one restaurant can succeed, why not 2, or 5, or 100? It was a bold idea. But first, the restaurant needed something every great brand possesses: a memorable name. As the business grew, Fred realized that the original name, Pete's Super Submarines, was long, difficult to remember, and often misunderstood. Customers shortened it naturally. Some simply called it Sub. Others referred to it as the Subway Sandwich Shop. The simpler name stuck. Eventually, the company officially adopted a new identity. Subway. Short, memorable, easy to recognize. It reflected exactly what the restaurant sold: fresh submarine sandwiches. The new name marked more than a rebranding. It represented a new vision. Fred and Dr. Buck were no longer building a single neighborhood sandwich shop. They were building a brand, a system, a business that could grow far beyond Connecticut. Their next goal was ambitious: open 32 restaurants within 10 years. Many people believed the target was unrealistic, but Fred had learned something during those difficult first years. Success doesn't happen overnight. It is earned one customer, one sandwich, and one restaurant at a time. That philosophy would become the foundation of one of the most successful franchise businesses in history. The little sandwich shop that began with a $1,000 investment was preparing to enter a period of explosive growth. And in doing so, it would forever change the fast food industry. By the mid-1970s, Fred DeLuca and Dr. Peter Buck had proven that their sandwich shop could succeed. But owning every restaurant themselves wasn't realistic. Opening a single location required money, time, and experience management. Expanding across the United States would require something far more powerful: a system. That system was franchising. Instead of building every Subway restaurant themselves, they invited independent entrepreneurs to become business owners. Each franchise owner would invest in opening a restaurant. In return, Subway would provide the brand, recipes, operating procedures, training, and ongoing support. It was a partnership. Franchise owners succeeded when Subway succeeded, and Subway grew when its franchisees prospered. The model allowed expansion at a speed few restaurant companies could match. Instead of opening only a handful of restaurants each year, Subway began opening dozens, then hundreds. Entrepreneurs across America saw an opportunity. Subway required a lower initial investment than many traditional fast food restaurants. Its restaurants were smaller. Its kitchens required less equipment. Its menu was simple but highly customizable. For many first-time business owners, Subway represented an affordable path into entrepreneurship. This strategy transformed Subway from a regional sandwich shop into a rapidly growing national brand. Expansion was no longer just a goal. It became a mission. Every new Subway restaurant introduced more people to a different kind of fast food. Unlike many burger restaurants, Subway focused on freshness. Customers watched their sandwiches being prepared right before their eyes. Freshly baked bread filled the restaurant with a warm aroma. Vegetables were sliced daily. Meats and cheeses were arranged neatly behind the counter. Instead of receiving a pre-made meal, customers became part of the experience. They chose their bread. They selected their protein. They added vegetables. They decided on sauces. Every sandwich reflected the customer's own preferences. This made Subway feel different. It wasn't simply about eating quickly. It was about creating something personal. As word spread, more franchise owners joined the company. New locations appeared in busy shopping malls, near schools and universities, inside office districts, along highways, at airports. Subway restaurants could fit into spaces that larger fast food chains often couldn't. This flexibility accelerated growth even further. By the early 1980s, Subway was opening restaurants at an astonishing pace. What had started as a single sandwich shop in Connecticut was becoming one of America's fastest-growing restaurant chains. But Fred DeLuca believed growth alone wasn't enough. Customers needed a reason to choose Subway over hamburgers, fried chicken, or pizza. The company needed a message, a promise, one simple idea that customers would remember every time they walked through the door. That idea would soon become one of the most recognizable slogans in fast food history. It would define Subway for an entire generation, and it would convince millions that fast food could also be fresh. By the late 1980s, America's fast food industry had become one of the most competitive markets in the world. Hamburgers dominated. Fried chicken chains expanded rapidly. Pizza restaurants fought for every customer. Subway needed something different. Not another sandwich. A new identity. Fred DeLuca understood that customers were changing. People were becoming more aware of nutrition. Families wanted more choices. Office workers wanted quick meals without feeling overly full. Instead of competing on size, Subway chose to compete on freshness. The company introduced a message that would define its brand for decades. Eat fresh. Simple. Memorable. Powerful. The slogan wasn't just advertising. It represented the company's philosophy. Freshly baked bread. Fresh vegetables prepared daily. Made-to-order sandwiches. Every meal assembled right in front of the customer. Unlike many fast food restaurants where food waited under warming lamps, Subway built each sandwich only after the customer placed an order. That experience created trust. Customers could see exactly what went into their food. Every slice of tomato, every handful of lettuce, every topping. The preparation itself became part of the Subway experience. Eat fresh quickly became one of the most recognizable slogans in the restaurant industry. It transformed Subway from a sandwich shop into a symbol of fresh fast food. The success of Subway wasn't based on one ingredient. It was based on choice. Every customer became the designer of their own meal. White bread, Italian herbs and cheese, whole wheat. The decision belonged to the customer. Turkey, ham, roast beef, tuna, vegetarian options. Every sandwich reflected individual taste. Then came the vegetables: lettuce, tomatoes, onions, green peppers, cucumbers, olives, pickles, followed by sauces. Every order was unique. This level of customization was uncommon in fast food at the time. Subway turned ordering lunch into an interactive experience. Customers watched every step. Nothing was hidden. Everything was prepared in front of them. That transparency helped build confidence in the brand. As consumer interest in healthier eating continued to grow throughout the 1990s, Subway found itself perfectly positioned. The company wasn't asking people to stop eating fast food. It was offering a different kind of fast food. Fresh, fast, personalized. Restaurants opened at an incredible pace. Shopping malls, universities, hospitals, airport terminals, office buildings, military bases. Subway's compact restaurant design allowed it to operate in places where many competitors could not. By the end of the decade, thousands of Subway restaurants served customers every day. The company was no longer simply expanding. It was becoming one of the largest restaurant chains in the world. Yet Fred DeLuca's ambitions reached even further. America was only the beginning. The next chapter would take Subway across oceans, across cultures, and into more than 100 countries around the globe.
The strategy was clear. Connect the world. The green line surged outward from the Americas.
By the early 1990s, Subway had conquered much of the American sandwich market. But Fred DeLuca wasn't building a national company. He was building a global one. The company's franchise model made international expansion possible. Instead of managing restaurants directly, Subway partnered with local entrepreneurs who understood their own communities. These franchise owners knew local tastes, local traditions, local business practices. Subway provided the brand, operating standards, recipes, and training. Local partners brought cultural knowledge and market experience. Together, they introduced Subway to millions of new customers. Restaurants opened across Canada, then Europe, soon afterward, Asia, Australia, Latin America, the Middle East, and Africa. Each new market required careful adaptation. Some countries preferred spicy flavors. Others favored seafood or vegetarian options. In India, where many customers do not eat beef, Subway developed a menu focused on chicken, vegetables, and paneer. In Japan, local ingredients appeared alongside classic favorites. Across the Middle East, many restaurants offered halal-certified menu items. The company's philosophy remained simple: respect local culture, maintain global quality. By balancing consistency with flexibility, Subway successfully crossed borders and languages. A sandwich made in New York and one made in Dubai might feature different ingredients, but both reflected the same promise: fresh food, prepared in front of the customer, made exactly the way they wanted. Most customers see only the final product, a freshly prepared sandwich. But behind every Subway restaurant is an enormous network working together. The day often begins before sunrise. Bread is baked, vegetables are washed and prepared. Ingredients are carefully arranged behind the counter. Every restaurant follows standardized preparation procedures. When customers arrive, the experience becomes interactive. First, they choose their bread: Italian, hearty multigrain, Italian herbs and cheese, or another available option. Next comes the protein: turkey, chicken, steak, ham, tuna, or vegetarian selections. Then, fresh vegetables: lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, green peppers, spinach, olives, pickles. Finally, sauces and seasonings complete the sandwich. Unlike many fast food restaurants, nothing is assembled until the order is placed. Every sandwich is built specifically for that customer. Behind the scenes, Regional distribution centers deliver ingredients to restaurants on carefully planned schedules. Technology tracks inventory. Quality inspections help maintain consistency. Food safety standards guide every step. Although menus vary from country to country, the Subway experience remains remarkably familiar around the world. Customers know exactly what to expect. Fresh ingredients, customization, fast service. That consistency became one of the company's greatest competitive advantages. Restaurant after restaurant, country after country, year after year, Subway continued to grow. Its compact restaurant design allowed it to open in locations that many competitors couldn't easily enter. Shopping centers, office buildings, gas stations, college campuses, hospitals, airports. Subway became part of everyday life. At one point, it operated more restaurants worldwide than any other fast food chain. Its familiar green and yellow logo became recognizable across continents. Today, Subway serves customers in more than 100 countries and territories, with tens of thousands of restaurants around the globe. While restaurant counts have changed over time as the company has optimized its footprint, Subway remains one of the world's largest quick-service restaurant brands. Its success wasn't built on oversized kitchens or complicated menus. It was built on simplicity, fresh ingredients, customer choice, efficient operations, and a franchise model that empowered thousands of entrepreneurs to build their own businesses. But no company remains at the top forever without adapting. Consumer expectations were changing. Technology was transforming restaurants. Competition was becoming stronger. Subway would soon face one of the most important periods in its history. To remain relevant, it would need to reinvent itself once again.
Hey everyone, best burgers in town right here. I really want the sushi though. But the tacos smell amazing.
No company remained successful by standing still. By the early 2000s, the fast food industry was changing once again. Customers expected more than convenience. They wanted higher quality ingredients, greater menu variety, digital convenience, and better dining experiences. At the same time, new competitors entered the market. Fast casual restaurant chains emphasized premium ingredients and modern restaurant designs. Traditional fast food brands introduced healthier menu options. The competition intensified. Subway recognized that its own success depended on adaptation. The company refreshed its restaurants with brighter interiors and updated layouts. New sandwiches were introduced. Seasonal offerings kept the menu fresh. Wraps, salads, breakfast items, and protein bowls expanded customer choice. The familiar experience remained, but Subway continued evolving to meet changing expectations. Today, Subway remains one of the world's most recognizable restaurant brands. Its restaurants operate in more than 100 countries and territories, serving millions of customers every week. The company continues to rely on its franchise model. Independent business owners operate the vast majority of Subway restaurants. Each location follows standardized operating procedures while adapting to local tastes and regulations. Technology now plays a central role in the customer experience. Guests can order through mobile apps, browse digital menus, schedule pickup, use third-party delivery services, or walk into the restaurant and customize every ingredient in person. Subway has also modernized its menu. New bread recipes, premium proteins, improved ingredients, fresh toppings, limited-time specialty sandwiches. These innovations are designed to keep pace with evolving consumer preferences while preserving the brand's core identity. Fresh food, prepared to order, customized for every customer. The future of Subway will be shaped by the same principle that inspired its beginning. Adapt. Artificial intelligence is expected to help forecast demand, optimize inventory, and improve restaurant efficiency. Digital loyalty programs continue to personalize customer experiences. Mobile ordering has become an essential part of the business. Restaurants are exploring more sustainable operations, energy-efficient equipment, reduced food waste, environmentally conscious packaging. Menus continue to evolve as consumer tastes change. Plant-based options, higher protein choices, regional specialties. Innovation remains constant. Yet despite every technological advance, the heart of Subway has not changed. Customers still step to the counter, choose their bread, select their ingredients, and watch their sandwich come to life before their eyes. That simple interaction, introduced nearly 6 decades ago, remains one of Subway's greatest strengths. When Fred DeLuca borrowed $1,000 in 1965, he wasn't trying to build a global corporation. He simply wanted to pay for college. Instead, he created one of the most influential restaurant brands in history. His journey proved that extraordinary businesses often begin with ordinary challenges. One idea, one opportunity, one small investment. Subway transformed the sandwich industry. It changed how people thought about customization. It showed that fast food could be fresh, flexible, and personal. More importantly, it created opportunities for thousands of entrepreneurs who opened their own Subway restaurants around the world. The story of Subway is more than the story of sandwiches. It is a story of persistence, innovation, partnership, and believing in a dream when very few others could see it. From a single sandwich shop in Bridgeport, Connecticut, to a global brand serving millions every day, Subway's journey reminds us that success is built one customer, one restaurant, and one opportunity at a time. As long as people value fresh ingredients, personal choice, and entrepreneurial spirit, the story of Subway will continue to inspire future generations.
Great empires aren't always built with enormous investments. Sometimes they begin with a single dream and a $1,000 loan.